If you are in a relationship with someone who doesn't appreciate your value and only makes your life harder, you naturally want to leave, right? The same thing happens in the business world. When a state makes it easier for companies to operate, by offering lower taxes, fewer regulations, and incentives, it attracts new businesses and convinces big companies to move there. But when a state makes things difficult with high taxes, excessive regulations, and endless delays, companies pack up and leave, searching for a better home. The state has some of the most complex environmental laws, like the California Environmental Quality Act, which requires companies to go through lengthy and expensive environmental reviews before expanding operations. This has slowed down SpaceX's ability to grow at its Hawthorne headquarters and has forced the company to look for alternatives elsewhere. One of the biggest issues SpaceX has faced has been delays in receiving approval for its Starship launches. While the Federal Aviation Administration is a federal agency, California-based environmental groups have pressured lawmakers to stall SpaceX's projects over environmental concerns. These delays have set back SpaceX's timeline multiple times. Texas, in contrast, has welcomed SpaceX with financial incentives and a streamlined approval process, making it easier for the company to develop and test its rockets. Beyond regulations, Musk has been in a public feud with California Governor Gavin Newsom, and their dispute has become deeply political. The tension between them exploded during the pandemic when Musk decided to reopen Tesla's Fremont factory against California's lockdown restrictions. This led to public criticism from Newsom and other state officials. A California assemblywoman even went as far as tweeting an insult directed at Musk, saying F-word Elon Musk, to which Musk later responded with a simple but clear message. Message received. Governor Newsom accused Musk of putting profits over people, criticizing him for reopening Tesla's operations during the pandemic while other businesses remained closed. Musk, on the other hand, called out what he saw as hypocrisy, pointing out that California allowed Hollywood film productions to continue while forcing Tesla to shut down. This incident was one of the major turning points that led Musk to start distancing himself from California. The conflict didn't stop there. In 2022, Musk announced that Tesla was officially moving its headquarters from California to Austin, Texas. Governor Newsom dismissed the move as a publicity stunt, saying Musk was abandoning the state that had helped Tesla grow. Musk fired back on Twitter, saying that California had gone from being the land of opportunity to the land of high taxes, overregulation, and lawsuits. He also mocked Newsom's policies, saying California was pushing away businesses faster than any other state. In 2023, Musk publicly shifted towards the Republican Party, further escalating tensions between him and California's Democratic leadership. His criticism of California's policies intensified, and he openly supported business-friendly states like Texas and Florida. Musk's departure from California is not an isolated case. Over the past few years, many companies have left the state due to its unfriendly business environment. Tesla was just one of the big names that relocated to Texas. Many of these companies cited California's high corporate taxes, strict labor laws, and skyrocketing costs of living as the main reasons for leaving. This mass corporate exodus has cost California billions in lost revenue. Since 2018, the state has lost over $1 trillion in corporate assets due to companies moving out. Every year, California loses about $12 billion in tax revenue as businesses relocate their headquarters and operations elsewhere. In 2023 alone, a study from Stanford University's Hoover Institution estimated that the state lost over $20 billion in tax revenue due to corporate migration. The loss of high-earning professionals and entrepreneurs has also reduced income tax collections. Tesla's departure alone is estimated to have cost California over $2 billion annually in lost revenue. Meanwhile, Texas has welcomed SpaceX with open arms, offering financial support, legal protections, and a business-friendly environment. As a result, SpaceX has made Texas, particularly South Texas, the center of its most ambitious projects. The company has significantly expanded its operations at Starbase, its private launch site near Boca Chica. investing billions to create a fully functional spaceport for future missions to the Moon and Mars. Recently, a Texas state agency awarded $47 million in grants to 5 space companies, including SpaceX, to support their projects. SpaceX received $7.5 million specifically for a new vertical integration facility at Starbase, which will be dedicated to assembling the Starship Super Heavy rocket. But this is just one of many steps SpaceX is taking to turn Starbase into the world's most advanced launch facility. SpaceX has been aggressively expanding its launch infrastructure in Texas. The company is building additional launch towers to handle the increasing number of Starship test flights. Currently, Starbase features 2 orbital launch mounts, but SpaceX has plans to build at least 2 more in the coming years. These launch mounts are crucial for handling the increased flight cadence of the Starship Super Heavy system. Each tower is designed to support catch arms, also known as Mechazilla, which will help catch and reposition the massive rocket booster after launch. In 2023, SpaceX ramped up its Starship test flights, successfully launching and improving its Super Heavy booster recovery system. In 2024, the company plans to conduct at least 9 to 12 Starship launches, with the goal of achieving rapid reusability and perfecting in-orbit refueling. This is a crucial milestone for NASA's Artemis program, as Starship is set to serve as the human landing system for future moon missions. SpaceX is also expanding its manufacturing and production capacity in Texas. The Starbase site now includes multiple new buildings dedicated to Starship construction, including high bay assembly areas, ring factories, and massive propellant storage facilities. The company is also working on increasing its production speed for Raptor engines, the cutting-edge engines that power Starship. To meet demand, SpaceX has built a new Raptor engine test facility in McGregor, Texas, where it can rapidly produce and test these powerful engines. Beyond infrastructure, Texas has also played a key role in Starship's fuel supply. The state has a major liquid methane and liquid oxygen production industry, which are the primary propellants for Starship. SpaceX has partnered with local suppliers to secure long-term fuel contracts, ensuring stable launches without supply chain disruptions. Tourism and local business development around Starbase have also surged as SpaceX increases its launch rate. Boca Chica, once a quiet coastal village, is becoming an aerospace hub, drawing engineers, scientists, and space enthusiasts from around the world. Local hotels, restaurants, and even land values have seen significant growth thanks to SpaceX's presence. However, not everything has been smooth. SpaceX continues to face regulatory challenges from federal agencies like the FAA and environmental groups that have delayed some launch operations. Concerns over local wildlife preservation and the impact of launch noise have led to increased scrutiny, though Texas officials remain committed to supporting the company. Texas leaders, including Governor Greg Abbott, have spoken out in favor of reducing bureaucratic hurdles to ensure that SpaceX remains in the state and continues its operations without unnecessary delays. Looking ahead, SpaceX has even bigger plans for Texas beyond Starbase. The company has hinted at creating a second Starship launch complex at Kennedy Space Center in Florida, but Starbase will remain the primary test site for new technologies. If all goes according to plan, Starbase could eventually evolve into a full-fledged commercial spaceport, launching not just deep space missions, but also point-to-point hypersonic flights around Earth. That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.